Well, happy 2024, folks. I don't think I've done one of these 15-minute videos since 2023. With the holidays and everything going on, I got a little backtracked on them. I have been putting up the remains of the sale from our weekly Facebook Lives, which you can see has not been a lot of items. So if you are on Facebook, please be sure to like and follow Gray Barn Antiques so you don't miss out on any of our sales events that we do. We do a weekly Wednesday night at 5:30 Eastern Standard Time every week. We do once a month, we do a tour and shop. The one for January was a marathon. We ended up doing 2 days, almost 10 hours. And then this past Tuesday, our friend Kimberly Jenkins at Yesterday's Tomorrow's, she did a field trip in here on Tuesday. So that was another way to shop the Gray Barn. Today, we're going to do our 15-minute visit with Vintage Crush, who has a case in the front room, our case room as we call it, a shelf in the lock case, and she's expanded from one booth to two booths in the great room now. So we're going to start with her bookcase in here, which is mostly pop culture. I mean, it's Tupperware. That's considered pop culture at this point. And she has a 20% off vendor. So, and that 20% off applies to any item not marked firm. And that 20% off is the same for cash or credit. Credit card also being PayPal, which is what we use when people are needing shipping with us. So let's delve on in. And if you have any questions or you can feel free to comment below. You can direct message us on Facebook if you're on Facebook and already follow us. A lot of our Facebook friends are here just to watch these videos as another way to shop. So let's go over here. She's got some great old trucks and vintage horses. Let's see, which Barbie is this? This is Back to School Barbie for $14.40, and she's new in the box. We have these great cars. Crack front fort. So they tried to indicate any damage. So this one's got a crack front fender. We can see that right there. $8. That one looks to be okay, and that is Meltbone dog food. We have the Nabisco truck back there, and that is just $8. So we have these great little horses here. The plastic, both plastic. She's got these Star Wars microbus model kits, and they are $11.20 each. And I do believe the box itself is for sale as well at the same price, the empty box, so if you wish to purchase that. So it doesn't say who's in what. So if you're interested in these, let me know and I can find out who's in each one of those. Great little, it's not dollhouse size and it's not the American Girl dolls. $9.60, it'd be a little different size doll for those. But she does have the standard dollhouse furniture. I think this is the vintage. This is plastic. We do get dollhouse furniture. It comes in and goes out, miniatures in and out of the shop so quick. We have our Cabbage Patch Pet Kids Kusas Wrinkles for just $6.40. And it has the plastic face on it. Flintstones cups for $4.80. More Star Wars. That clown painting is just $11.20. We have a SpongeBob lamp, there we go. And that is lit up. And that is a good price too, right? Just $24 on that. So we're going to go over here and check out her locked shelf case. I try not to move too Blair Witch on you here. Now she's this case shelf here. Again, 20% off on those prices that you see. I love how her tags have the prices so nice and big so you guys can see them easily right here on the camera as well. And you can see she's got some jewelry back there. She's got a Christmas tree pin for $20. That round pin on the right is also $20. 30 becomes 24, 50 becomes 40, 15 that you see becomes 12. And again, if you need more pictures or information, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Direct message is the easiest way to do that. We can email with you as well if you wish. And we're also on Instagram, and that direct messaging works just as well also as the Facebook. So those are our preferred ways of getting a hold of us just because of the ease of being able to send you more information and pictures. I like to be able to send pictures. Our shop phone is still a landline, so we don't have the ability to do that on there. So we're going to walk through. You might recognize some of this stuff from our last video that we just did, which was a visit to the general store and the candies. And we ended up shipping a bunch of that stuff all over the country. So when you buy, if you think, you don't want a box of candy, but you do see one little thing here, but you do want that little piece of candy, absolutely, we can ship that with your items. We just don't do the chocolate in the summer months. So this is one of her two booths. This is her original booth. And you might remember the center being very built up with a lot of great items. And now you can see how open the floor plan is. So we can easily see all of her wonderful treasures. So again, we are visiting with Vintage Crush. I'm going to back up into her other booth, and we're going to come at it from this way. And we just recently took the doors off of that cabinet, so you can easily see inside of that a lot better now. All right, she's got everything. It's an eclectic mix. That's why the pop culture's up in that bookcase to make it easier. I love this set. Look at this gorgeous set. Blendo MCM Martini set with the 5 glasses, and the pitcher is $95 and the 20% off. So I think that's like $76. Yes, $76. It's a pretty cake stand. And she just recently reduced that. So the price would be, the 20% would be off of the reduced price. So $49, so $43. So it'd be 32, be so $34.40, I think 43 becomes. So I'm trying to do that in my head. Something I've memorized, like 30 is 24, $20 right here becomes 16, 22 is 1760, 16 is 1280, so on and so forth. So, but nothing's marked firm, so we are doing the 20% off. That's a cute little teapot. It's Hall's China. Look at that. Pretty color. Very nice condition. Got the pretty flower on the handle. That's the Rose Parade. It's got a little bit of everything. And when we did our last live in here, we got hung up on doilies. So as you can see, there's a lot of those in here as well. Great Easter coming out. That tiny bunny is just $4.80, and these matte porcelain ones, are they both the same price? Yes, $8. Very cute. Some great bunnykins. Some more great Easter up here. Easter's early this year. It's March 31st. A lot of great vintage kitchen tools for $7.20. This is the sterling silver weighted base. That's $12 for this cute bud vase. Poems of Childhood, illustrated by Maxfield Parrish. There's mustache mug. That's a really nice vintage print up there for $80. Excuse the reflection on that. I'm going to have to pick up my pace just a hair, because we do try to keep this, as I've said, to 15 minutes. As you can see, we can spend well over an hour in each of our vendors' booths going over each item. So that's why we say, if you see something, if you're not able to screenshot, just give me the timestamp as to where you saw the item as well, and then I can go back and verify which item it was and get you that information. So we are shipping basically every day. I'm in here on Monday. We are closed on Mondays, but we had to come in to get a lot of shipping out. So it's a wonderful problem. We don't see it as a problem. There's a lot of people like, oh my gosh, that's all you guys are doing is shipping. But we love that we're able to get these treasures all over the country, helping out our vendors with their sales. And I know a lot of people don't have shops like this around them. And we've also had people, when they've been on the other lives, they say, am I in a thrift shop? The prices are so good there. So, and we keep the shipping. It'll be a little bit less than what the post office would charge you. And we are zip code 07821, so you can go through and check out to get an idea of what pricing would be, or just message us. And we'll mock up some boxes for you to find out. This is one of those pagoda stacking for $16. So each layer, see, they stack right in each other. And you've got the top lid. So you can have 3 different layers of different candies. That's a beautiful tobacco jar humidor silver plated lid for $32. So much pretty, just all so pretty. She just brought this Afghan in. I love the colors on it. And she does put the measurements on. So this one's 40. And she said it fits a twin, I believe, 84 inches. Like I said, you can see Vintage Crush is exactly that. It's vintage. A couple of contemporary pieces, but they are collectible. But she's, like I said, an eclectic mix of everything. And currently, she is our vendor that has the most selection of LPs. We have shops nearby that actually specialize in records. There is Factory Records in Dover, and then a new place just opened up in Mine Hill as well, another store. So we may not have a lot of vinyl, but we can direct you, if you're local, where to find some. But do please check out what she gets in, because like I said, you can see she has a pretty good assortment in there. This is pretty. It's just no Randolph Gristmill Brook. Oh, I wonder if that's local. I might have to get that one to hang up with our local collection. Don't have the measurements on that. That's $29 and then 20% off. $32 on this Arthur Court metal basket weave with bunnies. That's a pretty little blue jar for $14.40, and I'm going to have to kind of come through here a little bit quicker. So again, just let me know the timestamp or screenshot. Here's a couple more little goodies, the little miniatures. $3.20 for the little bookcase. Butter for $3.20. Little potato bin for just $1.60. And she's got a great selection of artwork. And then again, some stuff in the center. And she's like, I don't really want to take this stand home. And she had her ornaments on. I said, let's put the linens on it. So that's been doing pretty well for her. So I'm going to go back into this booth and then show you her booth number 2. And here's her second booth. And again, we're taking 20% off items not marked firm. And we are visiting with Vintage Crush. And we are Gray Barn Antiques and Collectibles, located here in Andover, New Jersey, Sussex County. So if you are within an hour and a half, even 2 hours, this is a fantastic area to do a day trip. It is well worth it. We are 3,600 square feet with over 20 vendors. Within walking distance of our shop, there's 4 other multi-vendor shops, a little bit smaller, but they're still very nice, and they are right here. A mile down the road from us is a big yellow building, 10,000 square feet at the Scranbury Coop, another multi-vendor shop. If time permits, up in Lafayette, you have the Lafayette Mill, which is another large, and that was a mill at one point, so that's a fantastic older building. And a lot of these places that I'm mentioning, you can find more information about them online. And not too far from us is our friends up at Barb's Treasures. She's only 20 minutes away, and she's 6,000 square feet. So Sussex County is well worth a day trip, maybe even a weekend. We have a lot of lovely bed and breakfasts in the area. We have the Whistling Swan, Ampersand Inn, and I'm not sure, but I think the Tamarack Inn is still in, and I know there's ones that are maybe 20 minutes away. And of course, there's hotels and motels if you prefer. So a wonderful place to do a little bit of a weekend getaway, to make sure you get all the shops. And we have a lot of great restaurants in the area. Wednesday through Saturday, right next door to us from 4 to 10 is the Cross Keys Inn. And then just a few minutes away is Stonewood, which is fantastic. McHugh's Pub, which is also a wonderful place to eat at. If you follow us on Facebook or Instagram, you will see that we do post when we go to these different restaurants. So we're not just endorsing them, we also eat there on a little bit on too much of a regular basis. But as some people have been pointing out lately, you know what? Sometimes it's kind of getting cheaper to eat out based upon these grocery store prices. So yeah, we do like to eat out. We don't get to go away. We're here every weekend, and my husband also works full time, and so we really, even when he gets vacation time, he spends it here. So we haven't had any vacations, so we consider eating out our little indulgence. Those are our mini vacations, just to be able to enjoy, the spoils of our hard work here. So that's a pretty little plate for just $8. Ooh, it's Limoges, very nice. Those are beautiful. Look at those. Fostoria Vogue. Very pretty. So it's like a light yellow on the top with the clear stems. She's always go, wow, what? I cannot ship this, but local pickup folks, $16 for this huge. It looks like it was made it's a hobbyist piece, but it has a great MCM style on that. She's also our vendor that gets in little jackets and stuff. We don't have a clothing vendor here, but as I've mentioned, there are other shops in the town that do. So, vintage clothing and couture clothing across the street are our friends at Restyle. So, and again, we are in Vintage Crush's 2 booths. And And if you see anything in this video, our past video, any of our postings, our Instagram, Facebook postings that you need more information on, or you want to find out availability, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. Direct messaging on Facebook or Instagram is the best way to get a hold of us. You can comment on this video. I do get the notifications as well, and we'll figure out a way for you to get a hold of us. And we're going to wrap up with all these pretty things on this table. This is another box. People love boxes. 32 on that one. All right, so she's got a cute little thing down there. So we're going to sign off here at Vintage Crush at Gray Barn, and I'm hoping you have a wonderful day. Thank you.